That's good. I hear you. Both of you. We'll have to get you up and do a duet sometime. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. If people wander in, that's fine. Very good. Now, Sylvia is kind of my best guesser when I play a few notes. So we're going to get started. Gwen, I'm going to bring your mic to you so you can sort of help us sing. This is a sing-along, but the only ones you're really going to hear are my sister-in-law, Gwen, my sister-in-love, and Doug and I. So we'll carry the load and drown you out. But some of you sing. Yes, Owen, you sing. So I want you to sing out. Ron sings. Lillian sings. So we want to hear from you. All right, we're going to name that tune first. How many notes do you want, folks? 4. Who said that? Good for you. Be a brave girl. All right. And Gwen, you can guess in this too, because you don't know the songs, do you? Hey, Jim, come on in. Chris coming with you? Did you scare her away today? All right, here we go. 4 notes. Those are the same notes. Mary had a, but your answer's wrong. You want rhythm or 5 notes? Rhythm. It didn't help much. I'll give you a hint. It's from the 50s, 1957. Boogie, woogie on down. No. Good guess. Good guess. That's what Jake always says, no matter how dumb our answers are. Good guess. Doesn't he, Ron? All right, you want chords and... Yeah. All right, here you go. I think you're going to get it with this. It's the verse, not the chorus. Wow, I've really stumped you. No, you're not dumb. No, that lady's sitting behind you. All right, you want me to go to the chorus? Okay, here's the chorus. I have never seen you all draw a blank like this. All right, here's the chorus. I'm going to give you more. Somebody's singing it. Come on. What's the name? What? Bye Bye. Who was that? Owen? Yeah, Owen. Bye Bye Love. Who sang it? Yeah. All right. Who's going to sing it now? That's exactly right. Here we go.
There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy. I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello loneliness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's a reason that I'm so free. My baby, baby bee is through with me. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye.
How many of you remember that era? I love the songs from the 50s. I was really a teenager in the 60s, but I think some of the best music comes from the 50s. They called it rock and roll. Now it's sleepy elevator music compared to rock and roll today. All right, how many notes?
4.
All right, 4 notes coming to you, Nancy. No rhythm, no chords. It is the exact notes of the Tennessee Waltz, but it's not. I love fooling you.
Play him again.
Okay.
That's it.
No, they haven't said the title yet. You got. That's it, Gwen. Oh, Susanna. I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. All right, let's see where the introduction is. No.
I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana for my true love for to see.
It
rained all night the day I left. The weather it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I had a dream the other night when everything was still. I thought I saw Susanna a-comin' down the hill. The buckwheat cake was in her mouth, the tear was in her eye. Says I'm coming from the south, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee.
All right, who wrote that song?
Stephen Foster.
Stephen Foster. Gwen, what do you know about Stephen Foster? I've told them. Do you remember anything about him?
Wrote a bunch of tunes.
Hold your mic so I can hear you.
He just wrote a bunch of tunes, that's all I know.
He wrote a bunch of songs that were very American, but he died and was found on the side of the street, a pauper. He drank and just all those beautiful songs, and you would know many of them. This is but one. And they were going to bury him in like a potter's field when they don't know somebody. But they looked in his pocket, and they found just maybe 2 or 3 pennies and a piece of paper, and the words scrawled on it were, "Dear hearts and gentle people." That was one of his songs, and they knew who it was. So you can have talent and waste it, you know? You can waste it. But his fame came after his death, and we still sing the songs. All right, put your thinking caps on. How many notes? 4 again. All right, Danny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, how about 8?
Danny, I just love you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wouldn't know that without the rhythm. I got to be honest. That's the rhythm and the chords make it. I was waiting for that. All right.
Red, Red Robin.
That's it. You got it. You got it. All right. Let me have this so I can turn. Do we do this 2 times, Doug?
Yes.
Okay. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along, along,
there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and be happy. What if I'd been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along, along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and be happy. What if I'd been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along.
Well, it has felt like spring, but he's not quite here yet. I think we're going to have
Do any
some-
of you feel like you're back in your childhood or in your teenage years when you sing some of these songs? A lot of good memories on that. All right, here you go. 4 notes.
4 notes, you got it. All right. 1, 2, 3. 6 notes.
6 notes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Civil, you're slipping. You usually, I'm telling you. You want to hear it in rhythm? All right. Chords? Okay. Isn't it amazing when you add chords and rhythm? Every one of you got it. Who wrote it? It was Song of the Year, I think, in 1969. Came from a movie that won the Academy Oscar for Best Film. I'll give you a hint. The music was written by a man whose initials are B.B. He played the piano. That's right, Burt Bacharach. Who said that? There you go. Owen. Owen's just a wealth of knowledge. Burt Bacharach. What movie did it come from? Paul Newman and Robert Redford were in this movie.
Singing in the Rain.
No. Yes, that's it. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. I tell you what, together you all have got one brain. I'm just kidding.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, and that's just like a is too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, slipping on the job. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to greet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
All right, this next one is not, we're not going to name that tune. I'm going to talk for just a minute. Imagine that. How many of you were raised in the South? Okay. I don't think you really have to be raised in the South to remember what I'm about to share, but I do remember being on my grandparents' front porch. There was a swing, and we loved to sit out there at night, and they turned the light on. And when they turn the light on, what happens? Bugs come swarming. I mean, nobody invites them or sends out an invitation, but you'll have all kinds within minutes of turning that light on. There would be moths and insects, and the variety was just fascinating. Everything from large Luna moths to beetles to strange green crawly things. I remember also being in a store, country store, and they'd hang this strip of fly paper. And what would happen with that? It would catch those in the daytime. My grandfather, we would sit on the back porch. It was screened in, but somehow flies got in anyway, even in the daytime. So he would pay his grandchildren a penny for every fly they hit with a fly flap, fly swatters. So these insects are part of just living in the South, or really just living, probably. Ephesians 5:8 reminds us of when we found light in Jesus. It says, you were once in darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. One of the reasons Doug and I do this is because it does lighten our spirits. It lifts us up. Music does that. It's emotional. But people today are living in times of darkness, and there's a lot of people that are down. And people, like insects, they're not attracted to darkness. That's why it's so important that as Christians we walk in the light and be reflections of Him, so people are drawn to, not to us for us, but to us as little lights reflecting Him. Does that make sense? And to me, it's just a reminder that we need to let our little light shine. Now, our little light is not ours. We're reflections, like the moon is of the sun. We're reflections of Jesus. When He inhabits us, He fills us with the light of His glory. Hank Williams wrote a song about light. Anybody know what it is? Is it up on the screen already? I saw the light. How many remember it? It was kind of a country song, but it's also a hymn. So we're going to sing I Saw the Light, which talks about our salvation in Christ. And then after we sing 2 verses of that, and of course, we're going to go to This Little Light of Mine. All right. Because we received that we might give. He gave us light, but we're not supposed to hoard it. We're supposed to be light to other people. So we're going to go straight from one song to the other. I'll change keys to get us there, but this is called a medley. We're going to sing these songs back to back, and then we're going to get on the bus and go on a tour. I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin. I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus found me a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. All right, sing it. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Just like
A blind man I wandered along. Worries and fears I claimed for my own. Then like a blind man that God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh,
This little light of
Remember the
mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Hide it under a bushel.
Hide it under a bushel. No. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Won't let Satan it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa, won't let Satan
Blow
it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. How many of you sung that in Sunday school? Or in a children's choir? There you go.
Yeah.
All right, it's a great song. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's
Did he say dance?
let's,
We
let's see
don't
if we
even know
can
how to dance.
guess another one.
We wish we knew how to dance, don't we, Doug?
Yeah, we do.
We do, but we're not very good at it. Okay, how many notes? Okay. We already did that one.
Well, I thought you'd do it again.
No, we don't ever do repeats. We don't do repeats in the same day. All right. Wait a minute, I blew that. I didn't mean to, but I think I gave you the rhythm a little bit too.
Yeah, you did.
You need the rhythm. All right, here you go. Wait a minute.
I got you. What's the name?
That's it, side by
Side
side.
by side.
I love that you're mumbling to get, because the title is down the road, and that's it, side by side. This was written by a Tin Pan Alley songwriter named Harry Woods, and he died just in 1970 at the age 73. I say just 1970. That was a long time ago, but it feels 30 years ago. It wasn't 30, 55 years ago. And he also wrote, when the red, red robin comes bob, bob, he wrote, I'm looking over a four-leaf clover. He wrote a song that Kate Smith sang, Try a Little Tenderness. Rudy Valley was born without fingers on his left hand. And he had learned to perform with his left hand, just using the nub while making these fantastic rhythms in the right hand. So he would write songs like, I can't do what he did. But he would just take his fist with no fingers and play the left hand, and it didn't stop him from writing. So I need to practice and not use any excuses. Here we go, side by side.
Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along singing a song side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, singing our road side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it really doesn't matter at all. When they've all had their quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing a song side by side.
All right. I know, 4 notes, and then you'll want 5. Huh? That's it, Gene. Stand up and take a bow. Finally. But what's the song, Gene?
50 cents.
She's singing in her head. Nope, not 16 tons. That's
That's all I can remember right now.
trailer for sale or rent. Somebody help her out. You got to get to the.
50 cents. Runs to that 50 cents.
That's right. No phone.
Oh, I can't
No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no. That's it. Put.
Man with arms.
What is it?
King of the road.
King of the
There you
road.
go.
All right. Who do you think of with that? 2 initials. R.M.
Roger.
That's it.
Miller.
Roger Miller. Isn't it funny that it's in our heads, but it's like you got to go through a file cabinet real slowly, and that's it. Roger
Miller.
Miller. wrote the song and he sang it. So let's try King of the Road. Richard King sings this a lot too.
Trailer for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No fun, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes. I bought 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train. Destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. But old stogies I have found. Short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I know every engineer on every train, and all of the children and all of their names, and every hangout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked with nose around. I sing trailer for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No fun, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes. But 2 hours of pushing broom. Buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road.
All right, I have some questions for you about this song. What's 4 bits? What's 2 bits? See it? What is 2 bits? So 1 bit's a quarter? Okay, I'm learning.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was 2. 2 bits is a quarter, right? I don't know. I was not even a twinkle in my daddy's eye. I'm just kidding. All right, what is old stogie? All right, confession time. How many of y'all ever smoked? Maybe just one. Raise your hand. All right, anybody want to share their experience, Doug? Hold your mic so they can hear you, baby.
I'll tell you what made me sick. It wasn't cigars. My brother chewed tobacco.
Doug,
all
they
the
can't
time.
hear you. Doug,
Huh?
they can't hear you.
Okay.
Speak
My
loud.
brother used tobacco, and he chewed it. And he chewed it while he was still in school. And so, obviously, in a public school back then, where are you going to spit? He didn't. He swallowed it. So I thought I'd try one time, and that's all it took for me. I didn't want anything else to do with chewing tobacco. And
He had a twin brother. I got the pick of the litter. Anybody else want to tell their smoking experience? Oh, all right, Danny, Lily.
Take the shredded coconut and stuff it up in my mouth and pretend it was.
I remember the candy cigarettes. And I'd put it, I thought, back then it was cool. Your movie stars smoked before cancer. And both of my grandparents were, I never smoked, but they were tobacco farmers. If you're in North Carolina, you know all about that. Lillian, you smoked, Lillian?
One, that's all.
One.
Yes, my cousin took me down to the outhouse because she didn't want anybody to know she was smoking. She didn't let me try. So I tried one. I lost my breath. I couldn't. She had to hit me in my. No more cigarettes.
You were curious. Did you all hear what Lillian said? Her cousin took her to the outhouse. How many know what an outhouse is?
Smoke down the,
And they blow the smoke down in the hole. She, one cigarette, did you? One, did you? Anybody else want to tell the truth?
I smoked one just to try it,
Did you?
and I didn't like it.
I know, I think it must be an acquired taste, or it hooks you.
As a child, when Daddy would come home from work, he would be smoking a cigar, and I'd say, "Give me a puff," and it was 1% nicotine. And then one day, it was mini, whatever, nicotine. That was the end of that.
It was the amount of nicotine that made you sick, wasn't it? I had a great aunt, and this is worse, she dipped snuff. Remember snuff dippers? And they stick it right there. And apparently you'd take a little branch off a particular kind of, and you'd make your brush. And she would dip snuff all day.
I had a snuff.
A snuff can. She had one too.
The people ran around with one of them dip snuff, but I wouldn't put snuff in my mouth. I would get chocolate and put the chocolate coat on it. Pretend I was
Okay, well,
pretend I was dipping.
watching her dip snuff did not, because it would be pouring out her mouth and the wrinkles, and she'd spit in that little can. I think it was a Maxwell House can with sawdust or something. She'd spit in it. Well, the preacher drove up one day, and she grabbed her spittoon can, whatever it is, and she hid it behind the couch so he wouldn't see it. Well, I was maybe 7 or 8 years old. I came running out to say hi, and I tripped over it and spilled. And I felt bad, so I started to clean it up. No, don't touch it. So,
When I first came to the United States, I never heard of snuff. And I thought there was something wrong with a person when they would spit with their teeth. And I kept wondering, what's wrong? But I found out.
you learned, you got educated in that. It's really gross, and the times changed, but I think we all experimented because there was a time when it was supposedly cool. Anybody else want to tell? Tom, just in time. Tom, just in time to tell. Have you ever smoked?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a habit, or did you just try one?
Had a terrible habit.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the hardest.
Worst thing they ever had to quit.
I've heard that it's harder than drugs.
I don't know about the drugs, but it's hard.
It's hard. Well, bravo to you for quitting. My grandfather quit too. He smoked cigars, but he kept on spitting imaginary pieces of tobacco. The habit, you know. But okay, so much about old stogies. We've heard all. That was interesting. Very good. Let's see about this song. 4 notes. Seven, okay. Chords? Is a tune in your head yet? No. Okay, here's the chords. You'll know it with the next note. Give it to us. I hit it wrong.
Mary Lou, sweet Mary Lou.
That's it. Hello, Mary Lou. And we have had this one before. I think we did it twice, and Mary Lou Dunsford was not here, and I really wanted to do it when she was here. She finally came, so we pulled it out and did it for her. Who is this singer that you associate with? Ricky Nelson. And how many remember Mary Lou Dunsford? She just passed us last year. Mary Lou was somewhere, and she ran into Rick Nelson's sons. And she told them that she loved that song, and so they sang it for her. Hello, Mary Lou. So let's sing it, and we've got another Mary Lou that's here now. So, Mary Lou, what is her last name? Okay, there we go.
You passed me by one sunny day, flashed those big brown eyes my way, and I wanted you forevermore. Now I'm not one that gets around. I swear my feet stuck to the ground, and thought I never did meet you before. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart.
All right, sing it, Doug.
I saw your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. While horses couldn't make stay away. I thought about a moonlit night, my arms about you good and tight. That's all I had to see for me to say. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart.
All right. What notes do I want to give you? I'm trying to make it easy. I think it has to be the beginning notes, and the title is almost there. You won't have to hunt too far.
The next two notes, I'll give it to him.
I know, but let them think. Let them think. All right, two more notes because Doug said so. That's called a blues note. So that gives you a hint. That's it. Who said it? It's about time you woke up, Sybil. You have a reputation to live up to, girl. That was it. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Let's see. Let me find an introduction here. We're going to sing it 2 times, Doug, okay?
Yeah.
I know I'm to blame. Ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home?
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? She cried the whole night long. I'll do the dishes, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I drove you out with nothing but a fine to call.
I know I'm to blame.
Well, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? She cried the whole night long. I'll do the dishes, honey. I'll pay the rent. I know I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I drove you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame. Well, ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home?
Doug, I'm not going to do the cooking, but I will pay the rent. Before we sing,
Oh, shucks.
you got Ken, Doug, and you got Steve. Okay, I've shared something spiritual with you. Now I'm going to share something silly because I'm a little bit of both. Y'all don't know this, but I've been proposed to since I came here. I have. You're laughing. Mirta, is it that again, yeah, it wasn't Doug. Do y'all remember Sammy? Okay. All right, Sammy, who used to take care of our pool. He's a very smart man. He does a lot of things around here. Well, I went to visit somebody from our church that was in health care, and there was a ladder blocking the door in skilled nursing, and there were two men working from Train, TRANE, air conditioning, trying to fix it. And Sammy was sitting on the floor under the ladder. And so I thought, to go see her, I'm going to have to go under the ladder around Sammy. So I went in and visited with her, and she said her air conditioning had run all night long, and so they were there to fix it. Well, as I got ready to leave, Sammy's on the floor, and I'm trying to walk by him. He grabs my hand, and he says, "While you're here, I got something to say to you, Miss Kathy." I said, "Okay." That's how Sammy talks, isn't it? I said, "Okay, Sammy, what is it?" He wouldn't let go of my hand. "Well, I want to know if you'll marry me." Now, Sammy's never been married. And I said, "Well, Sammy, Doug's looking like he's in pretty good health. But I got to ask you a few questions, Steve, and see if you qualify." This conversation really happened. You can't make stuff up like this. I said, "Sammy, first of all, do you put the toilet seat down?" Because Doug does. "Well, no, but I live alone. I don't have to." I said, strike one. "Well, wait a minute." He said, "Okay, what's your next question?" I said, "Okay, Sammy, how do you hang the toilet paper? Against the wall or out?" "Well, backwards or against the wall." "No," he said out. And I said, "Okay, you got that one right." I said, "Okay, one more question, Sammy. How do you squeeze the toothpaste?" Because Doug does it real neatly and, you know. "Well, I don't use any." I said, "Oh, Sammy." He said, "Well, I don't need it. I just take my teeth out and drop them." Okay. So he was not making many points with me. And so I tried to get my hand and leave. And wait a minute. I'm still looking down and Sammy's looking up. He grabs my hand and says, "Well, I got a few things to say to you." I said, "You asking me questions?" "No, I got some qualifications you ain't asked about." "Oh, okay." "Okay, Sammy. What is it that you have to offer?" He said, "Well, I fix things." Well, he does. He fixed the pool. He did pest control. He really did a lot of things around here. And I said, Doug's pretty good at that, too. He fixes things, too. And then he said, "Well, wait a minute. I got something else to offer." I said, "What is it?" He said, "I cook." I said, "You mean fried eggs and grilling? Because Doug can do that." He said, "No, I really cook." I said, "Oh, Sammy." So after a while, he'd see me and say, just remember my offer." So on that note, I'm going to sing our last song, and it's it had nothing to do with nothing. All right. Is this a Name That Tune, Doug? Or? Yeah. Okay. More notes? Yes, just a closer walk with thee. We'll close out with this one. How many verses are up there, honey?
2.
Okay.
I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When my feeble life is o'er, time for me will be no more. Guide me gently, safely o'er to thy kingdom shore, to thy shore. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be.
Thank you all for coming. We will see you next month. And I don't know what it will be. I've got it written down at home, but my memory's not so good. So come back and we'll make a joyful noise again. Thank you all for coming.